Well, let me start sharing. Okay, good. Well, of course you read this part, but it's not bad to read it again and discuss it. Of course, we have two articles here on reporting financial success. So we have two reports on financial success. Okay, the way that a business can be successful. So let's read and try to answer some questions related to these two articles. So the first one, ready?
Wait 1 minute.
Of course, tell me when you're ready.
Sorry, wait a minute. Yeah.
Of course, no worries.
Okay.
Okay.
Read read it again. You mean read it again?
Of course, I need to read it because, we didn't talk about it. So I read it again and we try to discuss. Okay, and talk about it. Then we need to do part A and, of course, the rest of the exercises related to these two articles. Okay?
Okay.
Of course. Well, okay, Walmart. Walmart yesterday really surprised investors when it sounded a strong note of optimism. So actually, they expect a really good future for Walmart. How? This optimism is a marked turnaround from 3 months ago when Walmart warned about the strength of the recovery in U.S. consumer spending. Lee Scott, the CEO, said, "I'm more optimistic about the year we have just started than I've been in several years." It means this year should be a great year. "I'm not only optimistic about the economy and the continuing strength of the housing market." Housing market. So it means actually this person, Liz Scott, doesn't actually think, in a good way about just only about economy situation, okay, but also about housing market. It means about selling and buying houses. This is housing market, but also encouraged about Walmart's position. So of course, that's really good. So Walmart will have a really good position maybe. Mrs. Scott was also encouraged by consumer spending. Maybe consumers are spending more on actually Walmart products, which he said was driven by higher tax refunds and eventually improvements in the jobs picture. So that's really good for jobs picture. The world's largest retailer by revenues set by income said fourth quarter profits rose 11% to $2.7 billion or 63 cents a share. Yeah, that's great. So this is a really actually high increase in a share compared with $2.5 billion or 56 cents a share over a year ago. So actually they had a better increase, I think, significant increase since last year. Revenues for the quarter increased 12.2% to $74.5 billion. For the full year, Walmart's profits jumped, it's an increase 13.3% to 8.9 billion or 2.03 a share, up from $7.8 billion. Revenues increased 11.6% from $229.6 billion to $256.3 billion. International sales were strong, contributing about $7 billion to the near $27 billion gain in overall sales. That's a really great number. Mrs. Scott said Walmart had a good year, but the international division had an excellent year. He stressed that while gross margin was better than originally forecast, the improvement was thanks to the mix of merchandise goods. It means goods, not higher prices. So actually the most important factor of success was merchandise, was goods, not price. Whites are not raising prices and have no intention of doing so, Mrs. Scott said. So we read about actually Walmart's success and we know how and why. Okay, well, let's read the second part and then we will answer to questions. The second article about Target stores by Lauren Foster. Target yesterday actually beat Wall Street expectations when it delivered a 21.1% rise in quarterly earning. Okay, quarterly earning, the amount a company earned during 3-month period. So during 3 months period, the amount of money that the company earns is quarterly earning. Gain in Target's credit card business, as well as both its Target stores division and Marshall Field's store, offsets small. Actually, offset means make a balance, maybe compensate, something like compensation. Okay, offset a small drop in a pre-tax profit at the Marvin's department store chain. Target has cultivated a more upmarketed and style-conscious image than other discount retailers. So Target has cultivated, as I wrote here, and you can see cultivate means develop or promote. So as developed, it means a more upmarket and style-conscious, awareness, conscious, aware image than other discount retailers. It is the third largest general retailer in the US by revenues, by incomes. Yeah, that's great. So it's the third largest general retailer. Target yesterday said it was continued price pressure from rival Walmart. So Walmart is a competitor of Target, so they are competitors. For the fourth quarter, Target's profit rose to $832 million or 91 cents a share, compared with $688 million or 75 cents a share a year ago. Analysts had expected Target to earn 87 cents a share, according to the result, Reuters research. Reuters. And revenues for the quarter rose 10.7% to $15.57 billion from $14.06 billion. Why same-store sales from stores open at least a year rose 4.9%. Target says pre-tax profit soared 18.5% at the Target stores, at the department stores, which have been ailing pre-tax. Okay, ailing, as I wrote here, having a lot of problems and not to be successful. And so have been ailing. Pre-tax profit jumped 15.6% at Marshall Fields, but fell, so problem, fell 0.3% at Marvin's credit card operations, added $168 million to pre-tax profit in the recent quarter, up 11.7% from a year ago. For the full year, Target's profits were $1.84 billion or $2.01 a share, up 11.4% from $1.65 billion or $1.81 a share. The year before, revenues rose 9.7% to $48.16 billion from $43.91 billion, driven by new stores. A 2.9% rise in same-store sales and growth in credit revenues. Okay, so we have two strong, actually rival, something like competitors, something like rivals. Okay, and we're going to talk about them. So now we know the meaning of words. Sound means seems. Turn around. When a business that is not successful turns around, it starts to be successful. Optimism, a belief that good things will always happen. Refund means repay. Contribute means help or donate. Offset, balance out or compensate for. Cultivate, develop or promote. Conscious, aver. Ailing, having lots of problems and not to be successful. And housing market, the activity of buying and selling houses or buildings, etc. Quarterly earnings, the amount a company earns during a 3-month period. So they are the important words, and now let's talk. Okay, so first question, part A. Okay, let's guess. Which statement is true? So would you answer according to the text? Both Walmart and Target stores are based in the UK. True or false?
False.
False.
You
US, of course. Yeah, they're both based on US, not UK, of course, so it's false. Number 2.
Walmart is the world's largest retailers. It's I think it's true.
Of course, that's true. And Target, I remember, is the third, largest,
Yeah.
Of course. And number 3, Target is not a competitor of Walmart.
Before.
Of course, of course. Of course, Walmart is described as Target's rival, competitor, of course. Well, now, according to these two facts, I want to ask you a question. Okay, so the first one, of course, we have some criterion about, for example, the way of success. And now I want to ask you, what is the most significant criterion of success? Merchandise, goods, or prices?
I think both of them.
Both of them, of course. And would you explain it, please?
Because if we have merchandise, I mean, many distribution in our country,
Mm-hmm.
we can serve many customer. A lot of customer can use
Mm-hmm.
our products,
Of
but
course.
if we don't have a suitable price, I mean cheap price or maybe not higher than others, we
Mm-hmm.
we will. So I think we need both of them,
Of
the
course.
distribution and cheap price, or I-
Mm-hmm.
not really cheap, but
Mm-hmm.
is how to say, suitable price. Re-
Reasonable price.
yeah,
Of
reasonable.
course.
Re-
Reasonable price and high quality goods.
yeah.
Of course. So high quality goods and reasonable price.
Mm.
So let me ask you another question related to this word. Of course, that's really important. So let me ask you. Of course, some of some business, something like they, especially at the first step, they'd rather maybe lessen prices, but in addition, of course, let me say, in addition, they lessen quality of goods. So of course sometimes they try to produce, manufacture some low quality goods, but of course they can sell them in market with actually low price. Okay, so actually at the first step they have lots of, can be consumers, so of course lots of people would prefer to buy the products, but step by step, the number of people who actually purchase from the branded product will actually reduce. So I want to ask you a question. Okay, is it, do you agree with this actually strategy that, okay, we can lessen, we can decrease the quality of goods. In addition, we can actually decrease the prices so we can have or actually something like consumers. So what do you think? Do you agree? Or do you think, no, we can have a high quality good product and we can have sometimes pricey products, expensive products. So quality is more important than price. What do you think? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree with that. I mean, uh, quality of products is more important. Uh, yeah, because we need product for our living. I mean, it um, and price uh, price is just compare with other distributor, like
Mhm.
yeah, same quality, same product, but if cheaper, maybe if it cheaper is
Mhm.
maybe convince customer to buy it. But if we have good quality of product and good service, and yeah, something better,
Yeah.
maybe we still serve the customer with high price.
Hmm. I got it. So long term and short term. So of
Yes.
course you can have, yeah, of course you can sell your products at a really low price, and but with low quality, but
Yeah.
you can have your customers, your consumers for a short time period of time, but if you have high quality goods, of course you will have your business, your consumers for long time. So this is long lasting, of course. That's great. Okay, thank you. Let's keep going. Well, let's complete the table. Okay, total profits, increase in profits, earning per share, and let's write some numbers. Walmart, fourth quarter, Target, fourth quarter, Walmart, full year, and Target, full year. Okay, we only need to actually find the numbers, full year, and so the first one about Walmart, let's find, okay, for fourth month or full year.
Mm, I think we can. I can do it
At
after.
home, of course, why not? That's good,
Insert
very
that
good.
information in
Of
in
course.
uh,
Of course, it takes a little time, of course. Of course, not really, but it's okay. You can do it at home because we have the numbers, but it's okay. Well, so let's answer the questions. So it's your turn to answer these questions. Okay. Read the text. Of course, we read the text and answer these questions. Which company feels confident about the future?
um I can see it's a Walmart.
Walmart, of course. Number two, which company has developed a more fashionable image?
Fashionable.
Of course.
Fashionable. I think. Mm, I think like Turkish. Um,
First, Target, because we have something. Target has cultivated a more upmarket and style-conscious image. And so,
yeah,
of course, Target. Number three, which company had particularly good results overseas in the last 12 months?
in the last 12 months, it
Overseas, of course.
was uh, Walmart.
Yeah, international sale, of course, we're really strong. So overseas, it means international.
Exactly.
Walmart,
Yeah, yeah.
of course. Which company is not planning to increase prices?
Entry price, not
Is not
entry,
planning.
not planning in. Um, it's a Walmart.
Yeah, excellent, very good. And which company did better than the American stock market forecast?
Uh, did better than the American stock
Of course.
market.
Of course. You say
Um,
the first paragraph of second article can be the answer.
uh, uh, I, I don't. I still not to see any information about forecast. Forecast.
Forecast means expectation, means prediction. So expectation, prediction.
Oh, mm, I think it's a target.
Very good because, Target yesterday beat Wall Street expectation. Wall Street is the American stock market. So Wall Street is the American stock market and expectation means forecast. Of course, so they did better, so they could beat Wall market or Wall Street expectation. So of course, Target. And the last one, which company feel its success is due to variety of its goods. Something.
Variety of good. Variety. I think is a warm up.
Of course, thanks to the mix of merchandise, variety of goods. Of course, very good. Well, now let's match the words to make word partnerships from the text. Okay, so we have some combination of words. So let's complete this. Number one, consumer.
Consumer spending.
That's it. Very good. Number two, tax.
Tax refund.
Very good. Refunds. Number three, international.
International pressure.
No.
Division.
Very good. Very good. And the next one.
Widely earning.
Yeah. Okay. Quarterly, of course. Earning and price.
Pressure.
Very good. Very good. So we have some, actually, there are some, combination of words, something like collocations. As I don't know if I talked about collocations, combination of words that we normally see together. Of course, we have different types of collocations. So let me write here. It's not bad to talk about them. So we have different types of collocations. Okay. Collocations, adjective and adjective, or for example, sometimes like noun and adjective, noun and a noun. Okay. Actually, we normally combine some words to make new words. For example, these words that are, partnership or combination. When we say consumer, okay, the first thing that comes to my mind is spending, consumer spending. Or when I say tax, okay, the first thing that comes to mind is refunds, tax refunds. So there are actually some examples of collocations. Well, read the article again and check answers, of course, not match the words partnerships in exercise E to their definitions. Well, we have definitions. Okay, one, the money people spend on goods and service.
Uh, SCIE. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. The money people spend on goods and service is mean consumer spending.
that's it. Number two,
Number two, money given back at the end of the final year is tax refund.
very good, is
Company profits for a 3 month period is quarterly earning.
So it's quarterly earning. Excellent. And number four,
Part of company with deal with or is located overseas is a international division.
very good. And the last one,
Decreasing or pricing the price of goods or services in order to gain an advantage over competitor is a price pressure.
of course, price pressure. So let me ask you a question about price pressure. Freezing the price, of course, we normally face something like this in actually society. We see something like this every day, decreasing or freezing the price of goods, for example, or some services in order to gain an advantage. Okay, so what advantage, they want to gain? So would you briefly talk about it? If we freeze the price of goods or service, what advantage can we get or something like this? Have you ever thought about it?
Mm, I think Mm, uh, it means we don't make it higher, right?
Hmm.
Uh, and I think advantage is we can so we can sell more goods. Um, uh, I mean we can have more customers.
We can have more. That's really, of course, it's something like strategy of selling goods. We have something like this sometimes, you know, a kind of product, is in the market, exists, but for example, sellers would rather not sell them. I don't know, for example, they try to, I don't know, keep this good, I don't know, freeze the price, okay, and they don't prefer to sell it. So, and suddenly they increase the price and sell the product, sell the goods or services. So I think, they can actually make something like fluctuation, something like this. Let me show you something. Okay, because we have something like this, you know, a fluctuation in price, up and down, something. This is, fluctuation, okay, in price, when actually they actually offer a low price, then they increase the price, again, they freeze the price. So it's something like a game, fluctuation, and they help maybe retailer to earn more profits. I think to get more profits. Of course, I'm not sure, but I think, this is the reason.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So let's keep going. Okay. This is a language review. Verbs of change, prepositions, different verb forms. We have, it's actually kind of grammar. Actually, in any field like business or other fields, of course, we have some verbs that can be used to describe changes or trends. For example, we can describe trends in English in different ways. For example, verbs of change, soared, falling, actually plummet. Okay, so do you know the meaning of them?
Mm, I know two, but plummet, plum.
Plummet. Okay, it means decrease quickly, decreasing quickly. Actually, it's the opposite of soar. Soar means to increase quickly, but plummet means to decrease quickly. And falling, and of course, is this synonym of plummet, but not quickly. Falling, decreasing. So plummet means decreasing quickly. Okay, and the opposite of soar. And we have some prepositions: to, from, by, of. For example, profits rose 11% to, okay, 2.7 billion. Okay, 11%. It means, and for example, when say profit rose 11%, now I want to give the number, not percent. I say 11% to 2 billion. It means, the number of 11% is 2 billion. Profits have gone up from 3 million to 4 million euros. So actually, this is another one. From this, it means increase, go up, means increase from 3 million to 4 million. Our business grew by 10%. When you want to actually add a percentage, you say by. So we had, for example, growth by 15% last year. And there has been a decrease in annual sale of 1 million euros. There has been a decrease of 1 million. So when we have a decrease, we say, oh, of course, you can use it for increase. For example, there has been an increase of 1 million. So you can use. And last year, profit stood at a point. When you want to give a point, you say stood at 2 billion, for example, million pounds or 2.5 million. So there are some prepositions that you can use, okay, when describing trends. And we have different verb forms. This part is important. For example, present simple, present continuous, past simple, present perfect, first conditional. Let's talk about them. The figures show a positive trend. Okay, this is something generally in present simple. We're watching the trend carefully, present continuous. It means an action in progress at the present time. Last year we made a loss. Okay, so this is past simple. In recent month, okay, this part is important because we normally use present perfect. Why? Because, when actually it comes to, something like profits or increase, decrease, actually it's about the period of time, not only an exact time in the past or present. For example, during the year. For example, for 4 years, okay? So present perfect can be really, really useful grammar, okay, for this word. So we need to pay attention to this grammar tense. And the last one, if sales drop, this is first conditional. Do you know this grammar, first conditional? Okay.
It means how to say. I know the meaning of Vietnam. It's cold.
So let me say, don't say you Vietnamese because I don't know.
Laos, right?
Okay, so let me talk about it. It's really important. First conditional. This is a really useful grammar. We have 4 conditionals: 0, first, second, third. So we have different conditionals. So this day, this session, we're going to talk about first conditional. Okay. What is this? Okay. Well, first conditional. Actually, these, conditionals, all conditionals, first, second, third, they include 2 parts. Okay, if clause and after comma we have, for first conditional, we have will clause. Okay, if clause and will clause. What does it mean? If a condition, okay, happens in present time, something will happen in the future. It means it will have some results in the future. For example, if it rains, I will stay home. So, as you can see, I have 2 parts, so let me make it a little larger so that you can see better. Okay, so as you can see, I have 2 parts here. Before comma or if clause is present simple. Present simple, okay? And after comma, okay, I have future simple, okay? Future simple. So, future simple and present simple. Okay, now the first part after if, actually it's a real situation in present time. If it rains, it means, of course, something, a condition that can be happened in the present time, And will, It results in the future, okay? Just pay attention. When I put if clause at the beginning of my sentence, it should be followed by comma. When I have if at the beginning, so it should be followed, okay, by comma. But if I replace these two parts like this and this, like this, let me say again, for example, I will stay home if it rains. Okay. As you can see, there is no comma, so I can replace if clause and will clause. But when I put will clause at the beginning of my sentence, there is no comma after will. This is first conditional. Something that you need to know about first conditional. This is about a real situation, because we would talk about second conditional, and second conditional is something about imaginary situation or hypothetical. This one is about real situation in present that has a result in the future, okay?
Okay.
For example, and if you want to make question, that's really easy. Any changes, okay, should be made on the second part. For example, if it rains, will you stay home? Will you? You need to replace will and subject. Or if it rains, what will you do? So no changes on if clause, just and will clause. So you can replace will and I, or you can add WH words to make a WH question. For example, if you win a lottery, you win the lottery, what will you do? And the answer, I will, if I win the lottery, I will, so what will you do? This is a question. And if you want to make negative, you can say, if you don't win the lottery, if you don't win the lottery, but we normally make changes on will section. So we say, what, for example, if it rains, I won't go out. So if it rains, what is this? My keyboard is really strange. If it rains, I won't go out, okay? So if I want to make changes, it's better to make those changes on the second part or second clause, that is will clause. And the negative of will should be won't. Will not is not really, of course you can use it, but it's not really common. Won't go out. Okay, this is first conditional. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay, now, Zia, would you answer this question? Yeah, really, if you win the lottery, what will you do?
Traveling around the world.
Traveling. Okay, so the first mistake, when someone asks you in first conditional question, first condition, you need to answer with first condition. For example, if you win the lottery, what will you do? I will travel around the world. So I will travel. This is really important how to answer. So
Yeah.
just this, you will travel around the world?
Yeah.
Of course, it's good. Okay, so you are adventurer person, I think.
Yes, because I will have a lot of money and I can do anything I want. So, can I understand your clause, I mean first conditional, but I want to ask more about when we change. I mean, I will stay home if it rains. It's a sentence, right?
Yeah,
It's
of course,
not
this if clause, of course.
not
So
if.
this is if clause, if it rains, if clause and will clause.
I know, no.
Yep.
I know. I just asked about this. I will stay home if it rains.
Mhm.
It's still if cloud and will clouds.
Of course. So
Yeah.
what's the question? So I couldn't actually catch it. So I will stay home if it rains. So this is again will clause and if clause, but I replaced them. I only replaced them and I removed comma. Just
Mm,
this, of
okay.
course. I want to say that if you replace them, you don't need to put comma. As you can see, there is no comma here, in this one. Just this. This is a difference. Oh, let me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when you actually when you replace if clause and will clause, you don't need to put comma between if and will. Just this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Because I I don't know the comma, but now I know. It's okay.
Haha, this is comma. Okay, so let me.
Yeah, because sometime when I see in our books, I mean paper, pupil book or course book, I some of words I some of says require. I mean required question. I want to change comma,
So of
comma.
course, this is comma. I wrote here for you, comma. Okay,
I
as you
know,
can
I
see.
know, I know now.
Okay, great, very good. Well, okay, let's go back to book again. Okay, so for example, look, if sales drop further, will be in serious financial difficulty. This is first conditional, okay? And instead of we will, we have will, okay? Will be in serious financial difficulty. Okay, now let's talk about these verbs. What kind of movement do the verbs below describe? Match them to the symbols 1 to 11. Then compare your answer. Okay, so we have some samples, as you can see, 1 to 6. Decline, okay, we're going to learn them. Especially, for example, we have something, these verbs in writing task 1 in IELTS. Actually, they're really, really useful verbs for writing task 1. And actually, they explain increase and decrease. Now, let's, okay, talk about them. Number 1, as you can see, okay, it's something like falling. So let's find the definition, the synonyms of fall. Decline. So number 1, decline, decrease, fall, and drop. So I have 4 verbs here, that can be matched to number 1. So this symbol shows decline, decrease, fall, and drop. Number 2, okay, 2 to 4, it means double, number 2, doubled. So this shows double. Number 3, this is fluctuate, fluctuate. As I told you, a fluctuate, something like this, up and down, up and down. This is something, fluctuation and the word fluctuate. Number 4, okay, so something actually is going up. So we can say improve, gain, okay, increase, and we have rise. So gain, improve, increase, and rise, all they are synonyms. Number 5, okay, 4, divided to 2, so it means half, half. 2 is half of 4. So 4 to 2 is half. And we have the second one, number 6. Okay, this means level off. This means level off. Okay, and what does it mean when we say level off? It means to stop going up or down and continue at the same height, okay, or same level. So number 6 is level off. And what does it mean? It means to stop going up or down and continue at the same level or height, okay, at the same level, something like this. There is no big increase or decrease. Number 7, as you can see, the highest point, okay, is peak. So number 7 is peak. The highest point, okay, at top level is peak of something. And number 8, we have a quick decrease, that is plummet. Plummet is a quick decrease. Number 9, as you can see, we have something different. It means actually it's something is getting better. You know, I have actually something like a decrease, and then it's going to get better step by step, increasing. So this is recover. So, you know, when we have a decrease or fall, now it's going to get better step by step. It means recover. And we have a quick increase. Number 10, we have a quick increase. It means rocket or jump. Rocket or jump, a quick increase. Okay, and the last one, 2 changes to 6, increases to 6. How? We can say 2 by 3 equals 6. It means triple. So this number tripled. 2 triple 6. Okay, so it means triple. Okay? Difficult?
Uh, I
Hmm.
I'm not sure about how much I know about the question. I mean,
Okay, so let me say something. Let me say something.
11 is mean
Look, it means,
low
let me say,
and high
let me
more
say something. Triple means, let me say something. Let me change the color so that you can see. Look, 2 plus 2 plus, okay, 2 plus 2 equals, for example, 6. Or 2 by, where is by? Okay, for example, by, what is this? I can't find it. Okay, by 3. Okay, 6. Triple, it means a number by 3. For example, when we have 2, okay, triple, it means by 3, or 4, triple.
no, I know your explain. I don't really know about the question. What kind of movement do the verb below describe?
Okay, so let me say something. For example, when you are talking about, for example, you're writing, you're talking about something like, for example, a business diagram, okay?
Yeah.
We have some changes, you know, increasing in prices, falling in prices. Sometimes, for example, price can be multiple, okay, or sometimes can triple, okay. So we need to use, okay, for example, you have this number, okay, you have, for example, 11, okay, and this number changes to, for example, 33. How can you describe it? You need to 11 triple 33, okay? So it means, so you need these verbs to describe events and to describe, for example, something like changes, okay, in your diagram. So of course you will see something like this. For example, look, number 9, okay? Sometimes we have something like mild and gentle decrease step by step, and then of course we can see that, okay, now we have, actually it's going to get, the situation is getting better, so I need to use a verb. Okay, what verb I can use? So I can say they could recover the situation condition. Okay, it means, okay, they could recover their fall and now the process is increasing. Okay?
Yes, I can understand the meaning, but I mean, why we match them to the symbol 1 to 11? I mean, how to separate it 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
Would you say again?
Um, I just I don't know why we separate it I mean why the first is double, why
Okay,
is
because double means 2 times.
yes
Double means 2 times, triple means 3 times.
yeah,
Okay, so it means increase threefolds, threefolds, 2 and 2 and 2. Okay, 2 and 2 and 2 equals 6. So
yeah,
when we say double, it means 2 times, two and
yes
two. Okay,
but
so
but I mean the second is this line and degree and four, why
okay,
I mean
the second one is full. The second, this one.
yeah.
The second is double. Is double. It's not decline. It's double. One is decline. The second one is double. Double. Two doubled. Four. Double. You know, this one. Yeah, of course, double.
Sorry, I just
Yeah, what happened?
I just thinking. I think I need to think about more.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't understand why we uh, make match them to symbol. I mean that. Yeah, but I will
Okay. Why are we, okay, you want to know why are we matching the symbols and verbs? Yeah. Why we are matching these symbols and verbs?
yes.
Okay, because actually the reason and the purpose of having these symbols is to understand the meaning of these words. Just this. You know, for example, if I want to explain drop, actually it's a little easy. But when you see this symbol, of course, it means drop. It means decrease, something like this. You know, you only need to actually get familiar with this word using the symbol, just this. For example, when I say double, you say, okay, what does it mean double? I say 2 to 4. It means double, 2 times. Okay, so you can understand it, just this. There is no other reason. For example, for number 5, when I say half, it means 4 changes into 2. It means divided into 2, and 2 is half of 4. So just this, there are actually some helps, you know, to help you, something like, you know, just this. There is nothing special about them. If you know the meaning of this, words, verbs, no matter, you don't need the symbols.
Yeah.
I get it?
Yeah, I still thinking, but I will we will discuss about it next time.
Of course, because we have some exercises about this, and I will give you, you know, something like factual test, okay, related to these words, and you will get familiar with these verbs, how we can use them, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, just, you know, don't forget about, you know, reading, you know, try to actually memorize the meaning of them, you know,
Okay.
so that we can do some exercise together, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, thank you so much.